Hey guys, been a while since I've made a video. Just wanted to give a little life update and talk about something I'm working on. I have spent the winter working down in Texas and New Mexico, and then just got a job back here in Alberta in May. But we've been starting up a new gas plant, so we finally got it going beginning of August here, so I'll have a little bit more time on my hands. And so I'm looking to get back to work, swapping my LQ4 6-liter into my old Suburban, and hoping to have it ready for maybe go on a winter adventure down to like Moab, Utah or something like that. But anyways, one thing I've been working on is putting together a LS swap quick start guide. So I'm going to go back to the house now and give you guys a bit of a walkthrough of what I've put together. Alright guys, here is the Gen 3 LS Swap Quick Start Guide I've been working on. You can find it at lsswapschool.com. It's a risk-free purchase. If you guys buy it and find you don't get value from it or it's not worth what you paid for it, just send me an email. I'll give you a no questions asked refund. And as a bonus, eventually I'm going to turn this into a more in-depth course. Like as I'm swapping the engine into my Suburban this fall, I'm going to make videos and turn this into a full-blown course. If you buy this guide, I'll give you free access to that course when I release it later this fall. So let's just do a quick video walkthrough. I'll give you an introduction, why I focus on the Gen 3 LSs, what a Gen 3 LS engine is, most common and affordable Gen 3 LS based engines, the 4.8, 5.3 and 6-liter. Getting started with your LS swap. Here's the table of contents: choosing your engine and transmission, getting your donor and key components, camshaft and torque converter selection, prepping a junkyard LS engine, planning your mounting solution, addressing the wiring and ECU. I talk about choosing your engine management system between the stock ECU, Holley Terminator, or even going old school carbureted and MSD ignition. I talk about what you need to do to upgrade your fuel system, sorting out the exhaust, whether you want to go with truck manifolds or car manifolds or headers. This guide mainly does focus on NA, like if you're turbocharged, that goes a bit beyond this quick start guide, but if you're doing an NA build, this will be right up your alley. Cooling system setup, choosing your radiator, fans, hoses, transmission and driveline fitment. I talk a little bit about choosing a transmission for your swap as well. Preparing your ECM, the programming you need to do, and whether you want to use HP tuners or PCM hammer or a universal patcher. First start and break-in procedures, and troubleshooting your LS swap first start. There it gets into choosing your engine and transmission. Here I talk about some of the transmission options, where to get your donor and key components, talk about some resources, camshaft and converter selection, lifter selection and quality, and avoiding cheap knockoffs like are commonly sold on eBay and Amazon, valve springs and push rods, torque converter choice, sources for torque converters, everything I do to prep junkyard LS engine, engine mounts. There's a chart with engine mounts from ICT Billet, or I've got some resources for engine mounts for your Ford Mustangs and Nissans and that kind of thing. More talk on oil pans and such. Here we get into engine management, stock ECU, Holley Terminator, wiring harness options. I've got some video links here if you want to rework your factory harness. Fuel system, I talk about return style and return lists. some of the aftermarket EFI tank solutions, what I'm using in my truck for a fuel system, some resources about choosing fuel lines, exhaust options, what I'm using on my setup for the exhaust, radiator options, fans, and again what I'm using on my build for radiators and fans. Some more transmission discussion here, driveline modifications, accessory drive and belt routing. What I'm using. I'm kind of using my build as the basis for this guide and the course. Tuning issues, pre-start checklist, first fire procedure, troubleshooting if it won't start, what to do when it runs but runs poorly, and now I go into the exact parts list that I'm using for my build, and then I wrap it up with some resources and guides and technical references. So there it is. Go to lsswapschool.com if you're interested. Like I said, risk-free. If you don't feel like it's if you're not getting value from it, just send me an email, rangler@live.ca, and I will give you no questions asked refund. So thanks, guys. We'll see you out in the garage soon. Bye for now.